Imagine if your car runs 1,200 kilometers straight after charging once, and get this, it gets charged in just 10 minutes. Yes, this is not a dream, but it can actually happen with Toyota's new solid-state battery. Toyota's CEO recently made such an announcement which, honestly, has created a stir in the entire auto industry. Tesla, BYD, and other companies are now shocked as to how Toyota has done this. No company has been able to claim to provide such a large range and such fast charging till date, but Toyota has now made this impossible dream a reality. The question is, after the arrival of this battery, will the whole game of the EV market change, or is there a catch in it too? After all, what technology is used in it? In this video, we will tell you what is the real story behind this amazing technology of Toyota and why it is being considered the biggest revolution of the future. So stay with us till the end of this video because, at the end, we will tell you when this battery can come to the market and whether it really has so much power, or is it just a slogan. Before moving on to the video, you must subscribe to the channel so that you could be the first to see such tremendous information. Before knowing about Toyota's market-shaking battery technology, let us first understand what the position of Toyota is today. Whenever there is talk of electric vehicles in the world, the name of Tesla comes first in people's minds. But quietly, that is without making much noise, Toyota has deeply rooted itself in the EV market in the last few years. You know, a lot of people still think that Toyota only makes petrol and diesel vehicles, but honestly, the truth is quite different from that. Toyota is actually one of the largest car companies in the world, and over the last few years, it's really put a big focus on electric vehicles. If we take a look at the numbers from recent years, Toyota has seen tremendous growth in the sales of both electric and hybrid vehicles. In the year 2023 alone, Toyota sold about 3.4 million electric and hybrid vehicles worldwide. That means right now, 1 out of every 3 Toyota vehicles is running on electric or hybrid systems instead of a petrol engine. Not only that, but the demand for Toyota's EVs is continuously increasing in major markets like Japan, America, and Europe. Plus, Toyota is now fully prepared to compete with BYD and other local companies in markets like China. Actually, Toyota has realized that after building a strong position in hybrids, the era of petrol and diesel engines is really coming to an end. Now the company is betting completely on battery electric vehicles. That is why the company spent billions of dollars on its R&D, or research and development. In the last few years, Toyota has set up new EV factories in many countries of the world. It has evolved from its self-charging hybrid to plug-in hybrid and now battery EV. Toyota now clearly says that it will reduce the production of petrol engine vehicles in the next 4 to 5 years and will convert most of the lineup to electric by 2026. The company has set a target to sell more than 1.5 million battery EVs every year. Not only this, Toyota has also launched many new EV models in the market. Vehicles like BZ4X, Trev, and BZ3 have already hit the roads, and there are plans to launch many new EV platforms and models in the coming 2 to 3 years. You know, one special thing about Toyota is that it never hurried to run in the EV race. The company always launches its products in the market after testing them thoroughly. And honestly, this is the reason why people consider Toyota's electric vehicles more reliable. Be it hybrid technology or fuel cell vehicles, Toyota has proved quality and durability every single time. Toyota's CEO believes that just making vehicles is not enough to survive in the EV market. It is most important to improve battery technology because, well, it is because of the battery that the range is less, charging takes more time, and the price is also high. And due to this thinking, Toyota did such a big research on solid-state batteries. So now that you know Toyota has already made a stronghold in the world of EVs and is slowly leaving petrol engines behind, then, just imagine if the same Toyota has now made a battery that runs for 1,200 kilometers and gets charged in just 10 minutes, then how big will be the explosion in the market? Is 1,200 kilometers in just 10 minutes of charging possible? Why are other companies worried? Now this question is roaming in everyone's mind because, till date, no company in the EV market has been able to claim to give such a long range and such fast charging. Even a giant company like Tesla gives a range of about 500 to 600 kilometers in its expensive models, and fast charging also takes at least 30 to 40 minutes. In such a situation, when Toyota suddenly came and said that they have made a battery that will give a range of 1,200 kilometers and get charged in just 10 minutes, then it is natural for other companies to be shocked, because that means Toyota hit on the EV's biggest weakness: battery limits. The three biggest problems in the EV market so far are range anxiety, charging time, and, yeah, the high cost of vehicles. Before buying an EV, people often think, what will they do if the battery runs out on the way or if they sit to charge it? They'll be stuck on the charger for hours. And on top of that, the price of an EV is several lakhs more than petrol cars. This is the reason why EVs have not been able to replace petrol vehicles all over the world so far. So far, Tesla and BYD are at the forefront of this race. Tesla has made a good hold on the strength of its supercharger network and big batteries. Their premium models are giving a range of up to 500 to 600 kilometers. But the problem is that the price of vehicles is very high for such a battery, and the range is reduced in cheap models. On the other hand, BYD launched cheap electric vehicles in China and other countries whose range is a little less, but the prices are under control. They also gave technology like Blade battery, which is safe and durable. But their vehicles also do not offer more than 400 to 500 kilometers of range, and fast charging is also around 30 to 40 minutes. That is, the biggest challenge in the electric vehicle market today is to make a battery that gives more range, charges quickly, and is not expensive. And now, Toyota has claimed to do the same. That is why companies like Tesla and BYD are worried, because if Toyota really does this, then their game may get spoiled. Toyota's talk of a 1,200-kilometer range and 10 minutes of charging is also big, because it is removing the biggest weakness of electric vehicles. And if this battery becomes cheap and ready for production, then the electric vehicle market can completely change. People who are afraid of buying electric vehicles till now will also buy electric vehicles without hesitation. In solid-state batteries, this liquid electrolyte is replaced with a solid material. This small change brings huge advantages. First, solid-state batteries are much safer because the liquid in lithium-ion batteries can leak or catch fire, while solid materials are more stable. Second, these batteries can store more energy in the same space, which means longer range for electric vehicles. Third, they can charge much faster because ions move more efficiently through solid electrolytes. So, Toyota's breakthrough isn't just about, using solid-state technology. It's also about actually making it practical for mass production. And honestly, a lot of companies have been looking into solid-state batteries for years, but none have really cracked the code when it comes to high cost and durability. Now, Toyota claims it's figured out how to make these batteries last longer and be affordable enough for, everyday cars. If that's true, this could be like the biggest leap in EV technology yet. But there's still a pretty big question here. When will this battery actually hit the market? Toyota says it plans to start production by 2027 or 2028. But let's be honest, the auto industry is packed with delays, especially when it comes to new tech. And yeah, some experts are skeptical that Toyota can really deliver on its promises that soon. Others believe that even if the technology works, scaling it up for millions of cars will take much longer. Another challenge is cost. Right now, solid-state batteries are extremely expensive to make. Toyota hasn't revealed how much its new battery will cost, but if it's too high, only luxury cars will be able to use it. The real test will be whether Toyota can bring down the price enough to compete with Tesla and BYD's cheaper lithium-ion batteries. Despite these challenges, Toyota's announcement has already shaken the industry. If successful, this technology could make petrol cars obsolete much faster than expected. Imagine a future where you can drive from Delhi to Mumbai on a single 10-minute charge, no more waiting at charging stations, no more range anxiety. That's the future Toyota is promising. So is this the real deal or just another overhyped claim? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, Toyota is betting big on solid-state batteries, and if they succeed, the EV race will never be the same again. So this is the reason why other companies are worried now. They're thinking, what formula has Toyota got hold of that no one has got hold of till now? That is why this technology can prove to be a game changer for the entire industry. How does a solid-state battery work? The batteries you have seen in electric vehicles so far are lithium-ion batteries. We've been using them in mobiles, laptops, and vehicles for many years. But solid-state batteries are a completely different level of technology. Let's understand this in very simple language. First, understand what is inside a lithium-ion battery. It has two plates inside, one positive cathode and one negative anode. Between these two, a liquid-like chemical is filled, which is called liquid electrolyte. When a battery is charged or discharged, the current flows through that liquid between these plates.